Morgan. I am continuing my series of UV blocking experiments with different types of comic book holders. Previously I did the CBCS and the CGC slabs, and they effectively had zero absorption of UV light. And also, if you buy those films that are for like cars and stuff that say, or windows that say UV absorbing, it is maybe like 1%. There's almost none. Please don't do that, expecting that they'll save your books. So I got a note. I had asked several places for copies of them, PGX, and if you didn't see my previous video, I asked PGX, I asked Comic Capsule, other places for some samples of their material. I said I would destroy them. I don't even want them for free. I'll send them back. Several said yes, some said no. I got nothing. But I did get this note. A kind friend of the channel, his name is Chris Radford, writes, "Comic capsules for your UV and other studies. Thank you very much, Chris. You're kind." He writes, "If you would like more, please let me know." Yeah, I would like more. I want to shoot them, break them, whatever. Please send them to me. I highly appreciate it. I ruined ASM 300 9.6 raw in one of these and won't use them, sad face. And I can feel in his writing the pain, right? I can feel it. Thank you, Chris. Won't use them. Thank you, Chris Radford. And I know that I'll put a picture of this up for you to see. I know that hurt him a lot to have that book ruined. So I'm going to review through things. One is my own. This is a magazine size of my UV Slab Max. This is a dirty one with fingerprints all over it now from experiments. But this and the other ones are a Comic Capsule, who promised to send me some, never did. And they write about Comic Capsule. Let's see what it says here. It reads, easy snap cover, protects the comic all around, parts made with anti-UV resins. The front's an acrylic. It looks like probably a Lexan. The back is like polypro. And it reads, internal dimensions, gives you some dimensions. And I can see how this might be a little tight for folks. Various back panel colors and label area for better organization. Back hanger for wall mounting, and it's stackable. So it says that they're stackable, and they do. They nest. There's a couple here. They nest pretty well. There's a little hole in the back, so you can mount it on the wall. Look, put a little hook in here. I think it says that there's some label options around the back. I think that's probably true. This is a gold Silver Age book. This is a Daredevil #1, and it's pretty tight. This Silver Age book is you could not fit this in here probably with a backing board, but why would you? You can see the back just fine through it. The back is not the same material, and that's probably a cost saving issue because the front is probably very expensive, and I get that choice, but the back is not the same material. I'll show you in a minute. Durability wise, this thing didn't meet my expectations because I dropped one of these just trying to move this little top back, and it completely just flew into two pieces. Not completely. I think one little tab was still in, but you can see there are some tabs. I haven't opened this one before, but you can see that if you just very minor effort, this comes apart, and the back is less transparent. Front's very transparent, and we'll go into that in a little bit here. And they look good. They fit well. So if you don't have a bag and a board, which why would you in here? If you want that extra protection, maybe you don't need to have this, right? Maybe you want something else. And then I have this one's called the Comic Skins. Now I've had some of these for a while. This is a Comic Skin. I made this label myself. It comes with a label that looks like this. Looks like there's like a lizard man on it. So I made this in just a few minutes in Adobe. I'll send you, if you email me, I'll send you for free the template I have. You can put your own thing in there. I put on here Amazing Spider-Man 50. At the top I put Amazing Spider-Man 50, July 1963. First appearance Kingpin, so it's easy for you to see. And I put 50, Amazing Spider-Man, and I put Stan Lee, John Romita there. And so you can see that. And this is way more durable. It has these sort of these little clipper things on the sides that snap it together. It is linked. The bottom is linked it's hooked into itself. There's another one of these at the top. A lot more room, but the downside is they're not stacked. I mean, stackable. I don't know why that cares, but you can't. It's not wall mountable like these are. These have a little wall mountable place, and they're considerably larger. I mean, look at the size difference. These things are huge, so you wouldn't have any problem putting that in there. And then I tested some of these. These are regular top loaders. These are $2.20. I got them at Comic Pro line. 10 of them are $22. This is I think $10. It's like $9.49 if you buy a packet of 10 each, reasonably priced. These are a lot more. These are about $18 even if you buy a bunch at a time. So I'll just show you what they look like on their websites really quick, and then we'll go into the UV experiments. I'll do other experiments too. I'll drop, and I'll shoot them and scratch them and stuff like that. And we'll just let you make your own decision on what you want. And again, no one's giving me, I'm not getting anything from any of these companies, no considerations at all for this. So let me go over these on their website real quick to show you where I got them, and then we'll do the experiments. So this is where you can get each of these items. The comic capsules at comiccapsule.com. I think they have an Instagram page too. They're $9.99 a piece if you buy one. Of course, there'll be shipping charges. Buy 10, they're $9.49. You buy 60, looks like about, 9 times 6 is 54. So it's like $8.99 each if you buy these here. And yeah, that's it. They have a label guide. I think they teach you how to print them in Word yourself. If you want to go to Word, you can print a label, and it tells you what size and what to put in them, so you can put labels on these things. I think there's not really a lot of room. It must be the very top that these go on, I'm guessing. So for the top loaders, I get mine at Comic Pro line. You can go here and just order theirs. You can get them any place. You can Amazon. They're $22 for 10 of them. They're $2 a piece. It's a top loader. You know what you're getting. It's not a big deal. For the other one, for the comic skins, you can go to comicskins.com, and let's see, if I go to shop, they sell them here. Slab It Yourself kits. They have frames and displays, which are really quite nice, honestly. They have their own top loaders, which are more, I believe. So they are 5-pack, $10.99, about the same price. And they're pretty nice. They're high quality. I have a few of them actually. They're nicer than the standard ones. They have an inner sleeve. They look like this, because the ones I had come with like a thing that folds around the book. Not quite a bag, but it just folds on either side like this. And they're pretty nice, but they do scratch pretty easily. They have this thing where they say, we have a self-service. We can make you a label for $15 and send it to this top label here that they have at the top, which looks pretty good, honestly. It might be worth it for some things. Or they have a print it yourself. Well, the print it yourself, they don't tell you is that, even though, let me see if I can find the print it yourself thing here. Here it is. Click for more info. Oh, maybe that's not it. But in here they have a thing where you can print yourself. Like you can upload the text, but they make you buy a license to print it, and that license is, let's see, this is PayPal. It's $249 to $499 depending on if you want artwork or just text and things like that. So it's then you print and load it yourself. So I don't know. That makes it add another, let's say $5 even if you print it yourself, or $15. So all of a sudden the price of these starts to climb a little. If you email me, I made a template myself. You can just in Adobe Illustrator, if you have Illustrator, you can just if you like that one, you can just it's by the way, it's 200 millimeters wide by 30 millimeters tall, and you can just use this. I'll just give it to you. Or maybe I'll just make it so you can download it from my website. It literally took me 5 minutes, so you can do this pretty easily yourself with just a little bit of effort. And I made this. I'm still working on this logo here in the middle, but I will make it look better, especially for Spidey. For anybody like Spidey, you'll love that. So those are some choices that we have here. That's what we're exploring today. And the thing we're going to explore after all this long-winded comparison, I know it's boring, is the UV resistance of all of these guys, and I will show you those experiments next. So hold on to your hats. Right, we're going to go ahead and start the experiment, and you'll see we start collecting, and you will see as we turn on the light source, we'll see the sensor increase in value. And this is mixed UVs, it's UV A, B, and C. And we're measuring 14,400 milliwatts per meter squared. And when we put this is the top loader, it's both sides of the top loader. I didn't bother to cut it in half. It dropped 29%. So we can estimate that each side of the book would only be reduced by about half. That's still significant improvement over the CGC slabs and the CBCS slabs. Now, next we're going to take the Comet capsules. I took this one apart, taking just the front part here, which is the only part that offers any UV protection. And it drops significantly. It is huge, 60%. So it's really good. Then we will let that go back. We're going to do my Immacuslabs. This is a newer material I get from Italy. You can see how much this drops here. And it's 98% block. It's pretty significant. And then I'll just sort of review all of them with you at once so you can see everything. And here we go. So the top loader 29%, Comet capsule drops the UV by 60%. My own Immacuslab, which has to be used in conjunction with something else. I mean, I guess you could use it by itself. It's 98%. Comic Skins 55%, which I didn't get it. I forgot to record it, but those are the differences. So what is my humble opinion? These guys, this Comet capsule is not bad. If you need to hang it on the wall, it has a little pin for it, and it fits in a comic book box, so if you're storing them away, it's pretty good protection. You know, if you are going to put it in a comic book box and you're not going to have it out at all, you may want to just consider this, the top loader, because it's not going to, you can leave it in the bag and board, not going to be exposed to UV light anyway. With this one, if I were to hang this on the wall, I would be a little bit concerned. Like, what if that pin came out or something, or somebody slammed the door too hard, it fell? I'd be a little concerned about it coming apart if it took some damage. Just me. But if the book's not worth a lot and you just want to show it off for a while, it's fine. It's okay. It's a little tight, of course, like I mentioned, so you might not be able to get a book with a bag and board in there, so that might be a little, if you're swapping them out a lot, maybe that's not for you. Maybe it is. But you know what? For the price, for $10, it's pretty good. I mean, it has good UV protection. You can hang it. Looks okay. It's not bad. This is bigger. Won't fit in a regular box. There's no obvious way to mount it to a wall, but it looks better. To my eye, it looks better. It's a little bit less UV protective, but it looks good, and it's nice and roomy. You can fit just about anything in here. And it comes with its own inner sleeve. I didn't mention that earlier. This does not have an inner sleeve. This has its own inner sleeve that folds around the book, and it's really nice. I like it. And I've dropped these in testing previously with Nolan, see one of my old videos, and they're pretty much impervious to harm. So, but they're twice as much money. Comic books, collecting comic books, if you really don't like to spend a lot of money, collecting comic books may not be for you, because there's a lot of money to be spent in this hobby. And if your book's worth a lot of money, you probably want to spend a little bit extra to preserve it. Of course, if you have it in a slab already and using that for your protection, and you want to, I recommend these, my Immacuslabs for this. They are very UV protective. I don't think they give you any protection as far as like dropping it more than the slab does, but they are slightly more resistant, and they do protect the actual slab from scratches and stuff. So I don't think it's sort of that, but they're severely UV protecting, and you can just swap them from slab to slab pretty easily. So I recommend that. So anyway, that's my opinion on the matter. For what it's worth, take care. See you later. Bye bye.